Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Single Sounds. I am your host, Katie Mack, and this is the only podcast that helps its listeners find a date. I interview the singles, and you as the listeners of this podcast can write in if you like the sound of them. You can do that via Instagram at Single Sounds, or you can do it via email. All details are in the show notes. And I also love to facilitate in-person dating, and I am doing a blind date singles event in 2 weeks at the Phoenix in Oxford Circus on Wednesday the 24th of July. I cannot wait. I love this venue. It was the venue I did my very first live show back in June 2023, and this will be the 4th show. And to be completely honest, it will be the last show for quite some time, as I have very excitingly started a new job, which I'll probably talk about in full and on socials a bit more over the next coming weeks. But I've decided that I need to focus on that for a while. So the podcast is going to go on a bit of a pause hiatus for an undetermined amount of time, and that will mean that the events also will be less frequent. So if you've always wanted to come, now is your chance, because I cannot guarantee that there will be another one, which is a bit of a weird thing to say. It's all been quite a tough decision, but I know for definite I need a bit of a pause, because I have been doing this podcast consistently for 2.5 years and have done an event for the last year every quarter. So, and with a pretty full-on job, that is tough. But I think I'll still be around in some form. Stay tuned to see what that will be. But yeah, this live show will really be my farewell party. So I would absolutely love to see you there. And if you've ever benefited or enjoyed this podcast, that is the best way to support me and the show, by coming to the events. And I'm so grateful for everyone who's already got tickets. It really is so special. It is no secret that the events are my favourite part of doing this. I love seeing you all in person and meeting you, and yeah, getting connections going in the room is very exciting. This week's single is truly a sports enthusiast. She plays basketball a couple times a week and would definitely fit most men's hinge prompt cliches of wanting to find a tennis partner to play with her, as her friends aren't always up for the challenge. She's also a big football fan and has also featured on a game show. She only asks that you don't let her win or get upset if she does win out of her own merit. Her bestie gave her a glowing review saying she brings hope to her life, and this girl is always down to try new things and can really have a good time doing anything. Hello, welcome to Single Sounds.
Hi, thank you.
Nice to have you here. Let's get into your dating profile, your who, what, where. Yeah. So first question is, who are you sexually attracted to?
Men.
Nice.
It's a very short answer.
Yeah, it's just one word. It's fine. You don't need anything more. Everyone does that. They pause and they're like, yeah, that's the end. Next question is, what are you looking for?
I don't know. I guess in terms of height, I hate answering because I feel very superficial, but I guess like anything my height or taller, which would be 5'7", 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. That's what I asked for.
Yeah. Age-wise, I guess 25 to 37.
Okay.
I don't know what else to add. I don't have a lot of preferences.
Do you are you looking for like a serious relationship or?
I think so. I think, yes, but I'm also aware that sometimes when you start off with something that makes me not serious, you can find something that you didn't know you were looking for.
Yeah,
so
true.
I guess I would prefer a serious relationship, but I'm open to other stuff.
Yeah, just like dating in general.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, you don't really need to have any other preferences, to be honest. That's the end. Keep it open. And last question is, where would you like to date?
I think London would be fine. Anyway, I think too far outside of London would be hard. But in terms of inside London, I mean, I live in North London, so North London would be nice, but or East. but happy anywhere because I work southwest, so
Okay, yeah.
then that makes it bigger area anyway.
Yeah, you're all over.
So I'm happy to go anywhere, but yeah, not nowhere that I need to like take a train outside of the city.
Yeah, I would agree. Have you ever had anyone lie to you on a dating app about if they like don't live in London?
I don't think I knew that they did, but I had a feeling.
Yeah.
Because of the places we met or like wherever we met, and yeah, but I don't think I never knew if it was definitely
A lie.
yeah.
Yeah. Tough. Okay, let's move on to 3 A's. The first A is acceptance. Will they be accepting of your flaws and your quirks? The first question is, what is your most controversial opinion?
Yeah, I don't know if it's that controversial. I think it is. I don't know, but
We'll judge it.
So with tennis, when you have like the big tournaments,
Yeah.
there was a lot of talk when discussing like equal pay. There was a lot of women should get less because they play less sets.
Yeah.
I don't think they should get paid less. That's not my opinion. That would be bad. But I think like at some point some women said, well, we'd be happy to play 5 sets like the men.
Yeah.
And they were like, no. But I think no one should play 5 sets. I think they just end up getting injured faster, and then by the end of the tournament they're not playing as well.
Yeah.
So I would change it to like everyone plays 3 sets until like the semifinals, and then they can all play 5 sets, like the men and the women. So I don't know if it's much a controversial opinion or
It's niche.
it's what I would change. I mean, I would change a lot of things about a lot of sports, but that's something I would change about tennis.
Yeah. You thought about that one a lot.
Yeah.
No, I like it. I don't know loads about. I knew the women played less sets.
Yeah.
But I guess it does make sense maybe for the men just to save their energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the French Open, the most recent one, there's a lot of complaints about how bad the semifinals were.
Right.
Like, well, maybe they weren't so tired or so hurt or so sick. Maybe.
That's true. The games will probably be more exciting.
Yeah.
Are you really passionate about sport?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I've always liked watching and playing as well. But I think especially like my mom watches a lot of tennis.
Yeah.
So I've watched a lot, and I've heard a lot of really bad comments about, oh, well, they deserve to be paid less, women deserve to be, but I don't know. And then there's a lot of men who just get tired. It's like, well, maybe they shouldn't play as much.
They need to rest.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of people saying, oh, well, you get better, like good champions will win in 5 sets, even if they lose the first 2. But like if they lose the first 2, maybe they don't deserve to win.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, but
yeah, I guess it ends up being a game of stamina, not actually always skill.
Yeah.
So maybe 3 sets, the games would be faster and like be a bit more skillful. They don't need to reserve their energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it is controversial because it's obviously not the popular opinion of the sporting community, but it makes sense. So I don't know where you could like submit this.
I don't know. I don't know
opinion to. Is there like a board you could write to,
Maybe.
like a tennis board?
I don't know. I could write to it. Yeah, I will write to Wimbledon.
Well, yeah.
Try it out.
Try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Queens is just there, so you could go and knock on the door. I've got opinions. What sports do you like to play yourself?
Basketball. I play basketball a couple times a week, and I like playing tennis just because I grew up playing with my sister and my parents, and I have a lot of friends who are like, I want to try playing tennis, and I'm like, let's go, but it just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But hopefully it does soon. But no, I like basketball, tennis. I did play cricket for a bit as well.
Oh, cool.
In school. But I like watching football the most, which is weird because I don't really play a lot of football.
Interesting.
But
do you support anyone in particular?
Yeah, Liverpool.
Ah.
Here. And then I have my Mexican team, but
okay.
They're never going to play each other, so I think it's okay.
Why Liverpool?
I don't know. It was just like I was drawn to them when I was growing up, and it was like when I was a kid in Mexico, it was like the games were at 9 a.m., 10 a.m. So I would wake up and watch, and I would always choose them for some reason. I don't know. I really liked a couple of the players were like Liverpool born and raised, and I thought that was nice. And then they went to the Champions League final in Istanbul, and it was crazy. And I thought after that there was no turning back.
Yeah,
I have to stay now. And so it's been a long time since then now.
That's cool. Have you seen them live?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Liverpool and outside as well.
Oh, cool. Real fan. I like that. It's nice. And second question is, what is the nerdiest thing about you?
So my sister and I went on a game show.
Oh.
Yeah, which was really fun. But like, I think before then, my housemates would walk in and I'd be watching it. It was Pointless. And
Oh, I love Pointless.
yeah, and I'd be watching it all the time. And I'd think about, like, even before I even thought about applying, I'd think about, oh, this is what I would like to have. Like, these are the questions I would like to have. And I would answer along with it. But then my sister and I ended up going on it, which was really fun.
How did you do?
We didn't win, but we got to the final, to the head-to-head twice.
Oh, that's so good.
So it was really good.
Oh, did you play like 2 games?
Yeah,
Is that
so
how it
if you
works?
don't win,
Oh,
they
yeah,
let
they invite you
in.
back. I forgot, yeah.
So maybe we lost on purpose. I don't know.
Yeah.
No, we didn't.
Wait, so you got to the final twice?
Yeah.
Wow, no, you must be good. That's really impressive.
It was fun. Yeah.
I really want to watch the episode now. Was it a long time ago?
It was 2021.
Oh, not too far.
So, yeah.
Can't really dig it up on...
Yeah, but it didn't air until 2022. And when it first aired, I
Really?
think some people knew. But then they did a rerun of it while the Men's World Cup was on in Qatar.
Oh.
And it started like right after one game had gone to penalties. So then a lot of people saw it.
And we're messaging you like, that's so funny. I really like that. I don't think I'd be very good at that, to be honest. I've only ever got one pointless answer in my whole life. And it was name the end of the tube lines. Like,
Oh.
yeah. And I got Elephant and Castle, and that was a pointless
Yeah.
answer.
I would have loved the tube question.
Yeah. I thought that was
Yeah.
so good. But for me, it was easy. I was like, oh, I can name like all of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. No.
And then and then it was more a game of like, which one would people not say?
Yeah. Exactly.
And I think because the one Elephant and Castle, I think it's forgotten because it's quite central.
Yeah, I don't think you would think it was the end.
Yeah, exactly. I think everyone was thinking like High
Yeah.
Barnet and like the really long ones.
Yeah.
Like Morden, I don't know. I don't know why I've only picked the Northern Line. Can't think of any right now.
Okay.
But yeah. Would you do another game show?
I think I don't know if I would do it on my own because it was nice to
Yeah.
like have my sister. Although she did get stressed out after the first one, she thought we had such good questions, we should have won that. But I told her we're gonna have good questions again.
Yeah.
We never know. But no, it was good. I don't think I would do one on my own just
Yeah.
because it's just scary.
Yeah. No, I can imagine it was really nice having you both there.
Yeah.
But then is it more pressure? I think that's
Maybe.
what I think about that one. I'd be so worried about letting the other person
Yeah,
down.
I guess I was very worried about it. But then, like, I think after we realized that we answered better when she went first, I felt a lot better. Because then a lot of the time she got really good answers. So then I didn't have to do that well.
Yeah.
It was nice. She got a pointless answer. So then I was like, okay, so I don't need to
yeah,
do
you
that
just need
well.
to get like
Yeah.
not 100.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really good.
Yeah.
I like that. Okay, let's move on to adventure section. First question is, what is your worst dating story?
It's pretty bad.
I can't wait.
So I went to get dinner with this guy, and a lot of people always say never have dinner on a first date, but timing wise, I wasn't gonna have time to eat, and I think if I didn't go then, it wouldn't have happened for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just go, and it was this like Thai place above a pub.
Okay.
And so I got there first, and I don't think he even realized that I noticed this, but he went up to another girl at another table and was like, are you this person? And I was like, no. I was trying to wave, but I was like, I don't know if I should. But anyway, then he realized it was me. And we were...
Such a bad start.
It was a bad start. And then like we ended up going down to get a drink, and I think it was both our faults, but we ended up getting our drinks separately, which is fine, but like it was just awkward.
Yeah.
And I think it just made things awkward. But then we went back up and we were like talking about stuff, and then he was like, oh, should we get some food? And I said, yeah. And so he asked me, what do you want? And I told him what I wanted, and he was like, okay, I'll be right back. Because he had to order downstairs. So he left, and he comes back, and he's like, it wasn't even like a short time. He left, he came back a few minutes later, and he goes, do you want to go order your stuff now? I was just like,
He just ordered his own food.
and he hadn't even ordered it yet, I don't think. But he just got me to go and order. So I went, and then I went back up, and he didn't come back for like another 5-10 minutes because he was getting another drink.
But just for him.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so then he comes back, and he's like, I think I ordered something really spicy by accident. I was like, which one? Like, how by accident? And he showed me the two that he got confused. And I was like, well, yeah, but like this one has some like peppers next to it.
Yeah, like the sign.
Yeah.
Chilies or whatever.
Yeah. He was like, well, I don't know. I guess we'll see when it comes. So then the food came and he tried his and he said, I think it's too spicy. I don't know if I can eat it. So I said, like, you can try mine. If you like it, we can swap. So we swapped. We ended up swapping. And he kept making comments about how I got a bargain because his food was more expensive, even though I swapped so that it wasn't too spicy.
Also, you paid separately, no?
Yeah.
So what?
His dish was more expensive. So when we swapped, he was like...
Oh, I see. Yeah, so no, that does make sense. But still, he didn't like it and you were being nice.
Yeah, so I was like, okay. And then he kept saying how I couldn't handle the spiciness either. I was like, but I am eating it. And when it's sitting in the sauce, it gets spicier. And then afterwards, he was like, so what do you want to do now? He was like, do you want to do something now? And I was like, I mean, I guess I'd get some ice cream. He's like, yeah, because your food was spicy. I was like, no, I just want ice cream.
Yeah.
So we started walking towards ice cream. And I was wearing these boots that, like, they have these ridges. So a lot of the time, sticks do get stuck in them.
Oh, yeah.
So I stepped on something. Stones. And I was like, oh, I stepped on something. And I went with my hand to take it off. But it wasn't a stick. It was dog shit.
No.
And so I got it all over my hand. And I was like, I think I got dog shit on my hand. So I went and, like, rubbed it off on the tree. And I had, like, something in my tissues or something in my purse that I was going to... And I realized I left my purse at the pub.
Oh.
So we had to go back. And we got there and he was like, maybe you should wash your hands while we're here.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Obviously
you
were going to do that.
I was like, that was the first thing I was going to do.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
And so I washed my hands, I got my purse, and then we started walking trying to find some ice cream. Which at this point, I should have just gone home.
Yeah. I think he should have gone home after that. He ordered a drink for himself. That's just outrageous.
And then I think we ended up getting to, like, a big street. And he was like, oh, I'm really thirsty. Let me try and get some water. And so he went into those restaurants and they were like, no, sorry, we're closed.
Right.
Which maybe they weren't closed, but like, it was weird for someone to come in and ask for tap water.
Yeah.
And so then we walked into this chicken shop and they were like about to close as well. But he went up to the counter and asked if they could give him some water. And they tried to sell him a bottle of water and he was like, no, tap water.
Yeah.
So he got his water, drank it so slowly, and I was just like, just leave. And I think I gave up on the ice cream and I was like, I'll just go to Tesco and get like something.
Yeah.
And
why didn't he just get water from Tesco? Yeah. Oh, but he wanted free water.
Yeah.
It's giving stingy. It's giving stingy everywhere. Fuck me.
And so we got to Tesco and I was like, well, there's no ice cream here. Because the ice cream machine was empty.
Yeah.
So I thought I'd get a donut. And he said, well, if you get 3, it's 3 for 5. So I said, I just want one donut. Yeah. He's like, but it's 3 for 5.
Oh, was it like the Krispy Kreme cabinet thing? Oh, okay.
He was like, well, and I said, do you want one? And he said, no.
Well,
I don't want 3. He said, okay, so maybe you should just get one. And
yes,
and then after that, we left the Tesco and he said that he was getting sleepy, so he was going to go home. So I went home as well.
Yeah.
And that was it.
That was just awful.
Yeah. I think it hits the worst bit in the middle and then it's like still bad, but
no, it's all bad. It's all bad. Yeah, it is so hard to leave a date though. Like, yeah. And also if they're like, was his conversation okay? No.
It was fine. But whenever I tried to talk about something, then like it would change so that it was like back to him somehow. So it was weird.
He's not very good at asking questions and listening. No.
Which is fine, especially on a first date. But like everything together, nervous. It's like
I mean, no, the ordering separately is just. I actually think I would have said something. I think I would have been like, "You just ordered a drink for yourself."
Yeah, and I think he actually texted me, but I didn't see it until later. He texted me saying, "Just getting another drink," but that was it.
And no, like, what would you like? That's just outrageous. You know what I think I would have done if he did that? I would have then, when I went to get one, ordered him one, just to be like, this is what you normally do.
Yeah, maybe I should have done that.
You get around. No, but I mean, in the moment, to be honest, at that point, I wouldn't have wanted to buy him a drink, so I just would have paid for my own.
Yeah.
The separate food ordering is crazy. I bet the bar staff were like, what's going on? Like, they've ordered to the same table.
Yeah, probably confused,
Yeah, really weird. At least you shouldn't spend any money on him.
Yeah.
Oh, dear. But yeah, that's a good one. Was that from an app date?
Yeah. Hinge.
Hinge.
Yeah. And then I didn't think, I mean, I was like, I don't think either of us are gonna like talk to each other again.
No.
But I think one of the things that we had talked about was that we were gonna do the same half marathon, and then they send you the list of like the wave, and you can see everyone who's on your wave, and he was on my wave.
No.
And so I was like, maybe if I text him and he doesn't reply, it's only awkward for him. But if he does, then it's not awkward for anyone. So I did, and he ended up texting me like a couple days later. He was like, oh, I ended up getting injured, so didn't do the half marathon. So it was fine.
Oh well, didn't have an awkward run-in. Yeah. That would run-in, that's funny. But I can't imagine anything worse than being at the start of a half marathon and seeing a guy that I went on a bad day with. Like, that's not the preparation that you need.
Yeah, no. It was the first half marathon I did as well, so I was like,
nervous. Yeah, you were like focused.
Yeah.
It's good that was avoided.
Yeah.
Okay, next question is, what would your TED Talk topic be?
I talked a little bit about it, but like, I think women in sports, I think not just necessarily like women playing sports, but like as a woman fan of a sport, like even watching men's sports as a fan, I think there's a lot that can be done. And I think that a lot of people, especially, I think more with playing, I think a lot of people forget that, you know, women weren't allowed to play sports for a long time. Yeah. And so it's like everyone's expected to like be up to the same level as men, which is not going to be anyway because they're different, but also they're expecting it to be the same level right away. There's all these expectations. So I think I can go into a long talk about women's sports and
how to make a difference.
Yeah.
Do you do this like as part of your job?
One of the things that I'm working on is about like getting different organizations to use a specific like toolkit and like coaching course to get more girls to stay in sport. Because cool. I think that it's also something else as well that a lot of girls drop out in. And so I do that now, but also like when I was coaching before, there was a lot aimed towards girls like in secondary schools because a lot of them don't do sports, and we did a lot of interviews with them, and I don't know if I ever went anywhere because that was my previous job and I left before something happened, but I did do a lot of coaching them and a lot of like interviewing them about things, and there was like a lot invested into that. And I think now I am also now working on a project where there's like investment towards girls not dropping out.
Yeah.
And
that's really cool. I'm a big fan. Big fan of women. Big fan of women just always, but in sport as well.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed like watching the rise of women's football.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's been so fun.
Yeah.
And the Lionesses. I loved all that.
Yeah.
I was really sad I didn't go. Like so many people I knew like went to the final, and I was like, I wish I was a bit more on board with that at the time that the tickets were coming out.
Yeah. No, I did get tickets for a game, but like it was before I knew where I was gonna be. I thought just in case I'm there. Yeah. And I couldn't end up going, but I was like, I'm gonna make sure someone buys them. Like we don't want empty seats in the stadium. And it wasn't even an England game, so it was okay. Yeah. It was someone else, but like still I would have loved to see it. But yeah, no, I think I went to watch every game somewhere on TV. I think it's somewhere. But yeah. Yeah,
it's nice to give that same level of support that we do for the men.
Yeah, and I don't think that like I would go to the Arsenal stadium as much for the men. Yeah. But I've been so many times because I live nearby.
Yeah, yeah.
And the women's tickets are so easy to get.
Yeah.
They're getting harder to get now, which is nice.
That's good. It's a good
thing.
It's good.
But
it's definitely progress. I see it in a lot in football. Like,
it was so cool. I think it was like 3 games in a row where I went to watch them at the Emirates Stadium. It was like every time it was like attendance record broken. And the next time and the next time. And then the next one I didn't even get tickets because I wasn't in London. So I couldn't have gone anyway. But that one broke the record again.
Yeah, because
so
it's sold out.
To see it. Yeah,
that's so nice. It's definitely like an upcoming space.
Yeah,
which I think is amazing. Are you excited for the Euros?
Yeah.
You must be.
Very excited.
I am. I love the Euros.
Yeah, it's so fun.
I love the World Cup and I love the Euros. I'm not like a football enthusiast throughout the year, but those 2 events I get really excited.
I think it's so easy to get like on board countries to be like, yes.
Yeah. And
it's also in the summer, so you can go.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not been the best weather yet.
I know.
But, like,
I know.
Usually you can go sit outside.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
So it's hard to get bookings like at pubs and stuff. Honestly, that's my most stress. It's like, how do I find a table for 10 people? Because everyone wants to come. It's really nice though. I just love how everyone like comes together. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to affection section. What is your biggest ick?
I think in general, like if there's something that I'm better at than someone and they can't handle it. And it's like, if I'm better at, I don't know, like there's someone that it never actually went anywhere, but like I knew he liked me. He was like trying to be better at me at basketball. And I was like, but you're not.
Yeah.
Like, just let me play.
And you
like,
play so much.
Yeah, it was just like, or like if I win at a board game or like at something, that they don't get angry, or like mini golf. Although I'm terrible at mini golf, so I would lose. But like things like that where like I do better and like they get angry.
Yeah,
no,
that's fair. It was interesting. I did a mini golf date recently, and he did ask like, would it be an ick if I lost? And I was like, probably. Because I'm not very good. So if I'm winning, yeah. The subcontext is he played golf a lot. Okay. So I was like, surely you've got to win. You should be much better. Yeah. And he did absolutely annihilate me, which was good.
No, yeah. To be fair, like if I know someone's really good at something and they let me win, that also like it's like both of that. Like not getting upset if I'm better, but also not letting me win.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Is like, oh, yeah.
I literally said that because he was like, am I meant to let you win? And I was like, absolutely not. Like, I want to just play competitively, but I probably still want you to win at this thing. But you're right. It's so horrible if someone got really, I don't know, aggressive because I won at something like, I don't know, darts.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I guess like it probably is a bigger one if someone lets me win. Like, I think that might be even a bigger ick.
A bigger ick, yeah.
But yeah, this guy, I think it was both things at the same time that were happening. Like, I mean, I don't think he was meaning to let me win because he was getting upset that he won. Yeah. It's like, if you're guarding me at basketball and you know that I'm better than you, then like you're in a way letting me win. Yeah. So it was both at the same time, but yeah, I think maybe even that's even bigger. Yeah. Letting me win.
Yeah, I think also if you enjoy sports, like you're going to have a natural competitive side of you, and you don't want someone to just like, it does feel a bit misogynistic almost to be like, oh, I'll let you win because you're a girl. Like, don't love that. Yeah, I want a competition. And then if I win, I want to feel like at least the benefit is I win because I'm good.
Yeah, like, exactly. Yeah.
I want to be proud of myself for winning.
Yeah.
At whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't done activity date in a long time, and it actually was really fun. Do you like them?
Yeah, I think it's good because then you like, even if it's awkward, you can still like, you're still doing something. So
yeah.
Like, yeah, I do like activity dates. I am terrible at mini golf though. But I think because I accept that I'm terrible, I still enjoy it.
Yeah, because you don't put pressure on it.
But I think it's also like my sister and her now husband, they just got married, so it's still weird to say.
Yeah.
But they used to mini golf a lot when they lived in Nottingham. And so then one time I went to visit them and they were both so good. And I was just not, I don't know. There was a few holes where I had to pick up the ball and say, let's move on. And they were like, but you have to realize that we do this a lot.
Yeah, they'll get used to the holes as well. Yeah. Because if it's a new course, you're like, oh, I don't know where I'm going. Yeah. You can just test the ground. That's funny. I've been to that Nottingham one probably. Is it the one in the like centre?
I don't know. It's like, it has got dinosaurs.
Yeah. I know it. I went to uni there, so
nice.
I've done a date there many a time. I don't know why we always played mini golf, but yeah, it's a fun date.
It is fun.
I do like them. What's your like go-to first date?
I think drinks is so easy, but like, or like if it's nice weather, then like a picnic style something.
Yeah, I really like the picnic dates.
Yeah,
I was hoping I could go on more, but the weather's terrible. But I think it's just like quite relaxed, and also it's nice because you can bring like your own stuff, like food and drink, so it feels less like, you know, you don't have the awkward like, the bill's coming. Like you've already got your things and you can like pre-plan like what you're gonna bring, and I think it's a good one.
Yeah, I think drinks isn't easy just because it's easy to finish if it's not good.
It is,
but sometimes it's fun to do something else.
Yeah I've reserved activities for like second dates, and first dates is always normally just drinks. But I have had a few people suggest dinner, and I'm like, okay, I've done a few, and they're okay. But I have to be quite confident that we're gonna get on, otherwise you're stuck. And I've had some bad ones this year, and I can imagine like being stuck on them when the dinner date would be just the worst.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna play your close friends summary as to why someone should date you.
My favourite thing about my friend is just how much joy she has for life and how much that radiates onto the people around her. She probably doesn't realise she's doing it, but when you're with her, you just feel like there's so much hope and so many opportunities to seize in life. And I think that's just a testament to her character and such a wonderful quality to have in a person. She has that warmth and joy for all the aspects of her life, like her friendships, her work, her family, her hobbies and interests, and she's wonderful to be around. And those hobbies and interests, there's such a list, and I'm sure she adds to them all the time, and she is just full of skills and talents, and she's also incredibly caring and a great listener and a lot of fun to be around too, and a good laugh. She's resilient, courageous, and driven as well. When she has a goal, she sets her mind to it, and you can bet she will achieve it with a big smile on her face. She's such a pleasure to have as a friend. I'm so lucky to have met her, and I think whoever's out there listening, please be wonderful and please have that joy and enthusiasm for life as well, and you'll bet to have a wonderful date.
That's so nice.
So nice.
So
Yeah.
nice. I love how she said you like bring her hope. I think that was so nice.
Nice.
I would love someone to describe that for me.
Yeah, it's so
Or
nice.
of me. Yeah.
Aw.
Really sweet. Did you feel like that was an accurate representation?
I don't know, it sounds really good.
You'd be like, yes, I am that amazing.
Yeah. But the thing is, she's so lovely too.
Yeah,
so it's like,
she sounds
it's really
lovely.
nice. Yeah.
How do you know each other?
She was actually my housemate, and it's really. I think it was very lucky because so when everyone moved out of a house that I was in, then like me and two friends found two other people, and she wasn't one of them. But then one of those, just by chance, ended up like moving in with her boyfriend earlier than she had planned.
Okay.
And so the earlier then turned into even earlier. And it like coincided
They're
with
just really keen.
Yeah, I think it was like, oh yeah, it'll be like June. This was
Yeah.
in February. And then a week later she was like, no, actually we're gonna find it now.
Oh,
Like
gosh.
I'm gonna move out now. And so we ended up like looking for someone, and it coincided with her looking for a house.
Nice.
And yeah, no, I think we did a first round of viewings and we didn't like anyone. She wasn't in the first round of viewings.
Yeah.
And then we did a second round, and there was like, it was much better. And I think it was really lucky that it was just like the timing was right.
Yeah.
And even though like we ended up just living together for, it'll be like 6 months. Yeah, 6-7 months. But like, I still see her all the time, and I think it's gonna be forever, you know.
No. Forever friendship.
Yeah.
I think they say if you're friends for over 7 years, then
Yeah,
it will
well,
like
this is
definitely
7,
be
okay.
definitely be
Yeah.
forever. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a friend who like once we got to 10, I was like, I feel like 10 is like
Yeah.
you're stuck with me.
Yeah, you are.
And it's like, I think it's 10 this year, and I kept telling him like, next year you're gonna be stuck with me.
Yeah. You can never ever leave
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
That's the rules of the friendship. But yeah, I don't know what it was about the 7. I did read an article. I think
Yeah.
it was like you've been through enough like life changes in that time
Yeah,
that
that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you were going to change drastically your personality, you probably would have done it by now.
Yeah.
Something like that.
makes
They've
sense.
tolerated you for so long. But yeah, that's really sweet.
Yeah. I forgot that it was gonna
Come.
Yeah.
Everyone does. Literally.
so
Everyone's like, oh, I
nice.
forget this part. I think it's just so focused on answering the questions, and then you're
Yeah.
remembering stories and stuff, and then
Yeah.
you're like, oh yeah, now I just get to listen. Yeah, it was very sweet. Okay, should we wrap it up with
Yeah.
a summary as to why someone should date you? Your friend did it quite nicely actually at the end. She was like, you need like a love for life.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I am quite happy to like try new things. I'm always like, I think I have a good time doing anything.
Yeah.
Like I'll have a good time just sitting on the sofa, and
Nice.
also like going on an adventure, like a proper adventure. But I don't know. I think I also like to try new things. So it's not like I'll be closed off to anything. And also like if someone has different interests to me, I find it really nice to like see people be really passionate about stuff.
Yeah.
And like learn about it from someone who really likes it. But I think I'm just really open to life, I guess.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, I laugh at myself a lot, so I laugh with people as well. I think it'll be fun to laugh with people.
Yeah. I agree. I love a laugh. To be honest, do some people not like laughing? Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess everyone does, but
Yeah, I feel like probably some people find it awkward.
Yeah,
maybe. Yeah.
But yeah, and I think, I don't know. I think I'm at a place where I'm quite happy with who I am, and so
That's great.
I'm quite comfortable with myself.
Yeah.
And I don't really I'm not embarrassed about anything about me, even if I can be weird.
Yeah, but everyone's a bit weird.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
fine.
Yeah.
It's just a nice quirk of being
Yeah.
human.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds great. Thanks so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. So if you have a love for life and particularly sports, please write in to date this guest at Single Sounds on Instagram, or you can email the podcast, singlesoundspodcast@gmail.com. Definitely get your tickets to the live show in 2 weeks' time. You can find the link in the bio of this episode or on social media, and I'll be back next week with another lovely single of London. Thanks so much for listening and have a great week. Bye.